What's going on, bad golfers? We are coming back with another review of TGL. This time, week number 3 is in the books, the third matchup in TGL history, and it was a good one. All right, so let's get into it because there was a star of the show, and we're just going to talk about that or that person right away. But first, we got to start off. This episode was coming with more hits than the Braves and the Yankees. That's how Scott Van Pelt started out the show, and it did not go over my head, although I'm sure some people missed it. That was a Tribe Called Quest reference, award tour, but it was fitting because we were talking about the Braves and the Yankees, the same two cities, the Atlanta Drive versus the New York Golf Club, and it was one for the books, let me tell you. Now, they came out and there was one star of the show, main guy. I don't know much about him. I recognized this guy's swag when I saw him at the U.S. Open. He was rocking this gray cardigan with the blue accents, blue pants, blue hat. It was dope. Ralph Lauren. Billy Horschel was the star of the show. See, Billy Horschel showed us what TGL can do for a golfer. I'm sure, without a doubt, that he is going to skyrocket. People are going to love his personality. There's nothing that you could not possibly like about the way he represented himself in this third match of TGL. Now, he came out, not only did he come out, but he came out and pulled out a chain, an iced out chain. It wasn't real diamonds, but he pulled out an iced out chain, a Dirty Bird chain. If you know Dirty Birds, they are the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons. So he's repping Atlanta, the whole city of Atlanta. When he did that, he pulls out the Dirty Bird chain. But not only does he have the Dirty Bird chain, but he does the Dirty Bird dance. He does the Dirty Bird dance. Okay. And then you got Arthur Blank sitting in the audience, who is the owner of the Atlanta Falcons and also a part owner of the Atlanta Drive. It was just a good look for Atlanta sports all around. Now, see, I'm an Atlanta boy. I live in New Jersey, but I used to live in Atlanta. I used to live in Decatur. Shout out to Decatur, where it's greater. But man, I always feel like an adopted son of Atlanta. I love the people there. I love the city. I love the culture. Always one of my favorite places to visit. And I am a Falcons fan. I've been a Falcons fan since 1996. It's been a rough road. But man, I tell you, when I saw Billy Horschel come out like that, I just knew right then and there I was going to be an Atlanta Drive fan. So I'm repping the Atlanta Drive for the rest of the way. Billy Horschel sold me. I already like Justin Thomas. So yeah, Patrick Cantlay, he's cool. Lucas Glover didn't play tonight. He's the fourth member of the Atlanta Drive team. But Billy Horschel came out and he represented his personality shine. And that is what TGL needs. They need for these guys to let loose and really entertain, not just from a golf level, but from a personality level. And that is what Billy Horschel brought to this third match in TGL history. And he did it on an epic scale. Props to Billy Horschel. Oh, man, he killed it. Now, some things, I'm just going to get into this real quick because this is a very quick review. There's not much to say that I haven't already said in my past two videos about the first two matches in TGL. So let's get into it real quick. The replays seemed a lot more refined. Maybe I just missed it before, but you can see actually some of the replays and some of the shot tracers from within the screen. It looked cool the way they showed it to us on the TV screen. It was almost like fourth dimensional or third dimensional. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. All right. What I also liked is that Marty Bird actually gave us some insights into some of the clubs that were in Justin Thomas' bag. He went in and talked about his 60-degree wedge, some of the inscriptions on it. Now, it would have been cool if he asked JT about it, but I guess he didn't have time at that moment. So he brought it to us. He told us what was in the bag and about the clubs. It's nice to get those little insights and those little behind-the-scene things. That's what the fans want. It was pretty cool. Now, the New York Golf Club, let's speak on them real quick. The New York Golf Club, they seemed a lot less nervous than the last time that they played, but they also seemed a little less talkative. I think they really wanted to win this time. And this time they were without Xander Schauffele. It was rough sledding for them again. They did not do well. In fact, they got shut out. The only negative thing that I really have to say about this episode is that it seemed like some of the players were actually slipping on the grass. For once, Justin Thomas, he slipped on a big drive. He was trying to actually outdrive Cameron Young at one point, and he slipped on the grass. Billy Horschel slipped. I think I saw him slip twice. So that's something that they're going to have to look into. Make sure. I mean, you would hate to have a golfer get injured during the season because golf season has started. You would hate to have them get injured playing in this league like that. So hopefully they get that together and they fix that because that could lead to an injury or something. There was one point where Matt Berry tried to ask Cantlay a question over the comms or over the communication. He asked him if he was like the adult in the group because Justin Thomas made a joke that he and Billy Horschel would have misused the hammer if it weren't for Cantlay keeping them in line. But I don't know if Cantlay didn't hear him or not. It seemed like he just kind of ignored the question. So I'm not sure how his personality really is going to fit with this whole TGL thing. But because he has such a great group of guys around him, on the Atlanta Drive team, it might make him successful. That he might slowly fit into his role as the adult on the team. But yeah, it's the chemistry between Justin Thomas and Billy Horschel was awesome. And they seem to be having a great time with Patrick Cantlay as well, calling him PC. I never thought to call him PC. But anyway, yes, it was really cool to see that team gelling. So far, I think Atlanta Drive has had the best showing in the TGL overall. There was one point in the match where Justin Thomas was going against Cameron Young. It was their one-on-one match, and Justin Thomas sunk a nasty putt in his one-on-one match with Cameron Young. He did what I've been asking them to do all this time. I said, please stop giving them gimmies. It's a competition. Stop at the gimmies already. And instead of giving Cameron Young the little 3-foot putt, I think it was actually 2 feet 9 inches. He said, nah, let me see him putt that. He made him putt it. Now Cameron Young made it, but that's how it's supposed to be. Make them make those putts because they were missing putts a lot, the New York Golf Club. But Justin Thomas and the Atlanta Drive were making lots of putts. So yeah, it was pretty lopsided. The score wasn't as high as the last 2 weeks. It was 5-0, but this was the first shutout in TGL history. And it goes to the New York Golf Club. The New York Golf Club is going to have to make some changes. They might need to look in the offseason and get someone else on the team, move somebody around, trade somebody. I don't know what the structure is like for doing things like that. But yeah, they got to figure something out because it's not working for that New York Golf Club. Anyway, one of the stats that they mentioned at the end of the program is that the New York Golf Club hit more fairways than Atlanta Drive, but the Atlanta Drive made way more putts. And you know what they say, drive for show, putt for dough. Atlanta Drive putted for dough, and they won the match, and they won our hearts. Represent the A, Atlanta Drive, Atlanta Falcons. Let's go. Looking forward to the next match. Next week's match is going to be Jupiter Lynx versus Boston Commons. So you get Tiger Woods versus Rory McIlroy. That's going to be one to tune in for. I'm not sure if I'll be making any more videos about that. We'll see. I just make these videos because I get so hyped watching it, and I just want to talk to you guys about it. So hopefully some of you enjoy it. I know this is not for everyone. Not everybody likes TGL. But yeah, maybe next week we'll come back with another video about TGL match number 4. Other than that, I have another video in the works of my first round in 2025. I have played before it snowed. We got a lot of snow here in New Jersey this past week, but I did get around it before it snowed. So hopefully that'll be coming to you guys soon. All 18 holes. Look for it, every single shot. But anyway, in the meantime, until then, you guys know what to do. Have fun playing golf. Look good while you do it, and play bad. I'll catch you guys in the next Play Bad Golf video. Peace out.